everyone, I'm Teresia Adela Pratiwi and my student number 2413-24004. In this video, I want to talk about a topic that we often experience but rarely talk about openly, the mental health of college students, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic. I read 3 news articles that opened my eyes to how students, not only in Indonesia but also in America, are becoming more mentally vulnerable. And as it turned out, it's very much in line with my personal experience as well. First, from Boston University News, the Healthy Mind Study survey results show that more than 60% of American college students experience mental health problems such as depression and anxiety in 2021. And this trend is not stopping. Even after the pandemic began to subside, the mental state of college students has worsened. Many of them are struggling due to academic pressure, loneliness, and financial problems. Then, from NPR, students in elementary and middle school in America are also not spared from the problem. After returning to school, they find themselves struggling emotionally. Many children are easily angered, have difficulty focusing, and feel anxious. Teachers are required to be more present because, especially after 2 years of learning from home, not all children can immediately return to normal. From these 2 news stories, we can see that it's not just listen that we are disturbed, but also the feeling and mental health of young people from high school to university students. Now, let's move to Indonesia. Channel News Asia talk about the impact of the pandemic on Indonesian students. The story of Jane is a clear example. She said that during the pandemic, she felt that her life has stagnated. She had no enthusiasm and lost her direction. She also feels lonely because she can't meet her friends and all communication is online. Many students also experience the same thing: burnout due to online lecture, slow signal, ultimately excitement, pressure from home, not to mention financial problems. Some have had to work while studying and even lost family members due to COVID-19. But unfortunately, mental health is still considered a taboo in Indonesia. We often hear, "get over it, don't worship enough," or "you're not strong enough to do that." In fact, mental health is just as important as physical health. I really felt what was conveyed in the 3 news article. During the problem, I was in junior high school and had to go to school from home. It looks good. I didn't have to take a shower. I could study while lying down. But in reality, I felt lonely. My friends seemed distant. There's no interaction. Every day I just face the screen. I lost my direction. Tasks were piling up, but my spirit was down. Sometimes I feel like a robot. Wake up, open my laptop, go to online class, do my assignment, and sleep again. I even ask myself several times what I'm really doing. What's the point of all this? What even harder is that at home, it's also sometimes unsupportive because from some people, working in front of a laptop is considered not tired. In fact, the mental pressure is extraordinary. And when I want to tell my story, it's often considered not strong enough. But I'm slowly learning. I look for ways to get up. I talk to friends who I could trust. I start writing a daily journal, start organizing my study, and raise time. And most importantly, I learn to tell myself that it's okay if today is not okay. From everything I read and experience, I realize we are a safe place to tell our story and be here. University should start investing more in psychological counseling and assistance service. Not only should they be available, but they should be active, friendly, and accessible. Teacher, lecturer, and even peers also need to be equipped with basic knowledge about mental health. Sometimes just asking, "Are you okay?" and really wanting to hear the answer makes people feel understood. And for ourselves, college student, whoever, it's really important to learn self-care. Get enough rest, set boundaries with your assignment, find activities that make you feel calm, like taking an after walk, writing, or just taking a quick free nap. Lastly, I just want to say, if you ever feel alone, tired, anxious, or demoralized, trust me, you're not alone. I've been in that position, and probably many of us have to. Don't hesitate and don't be afraid to ask for help, because caring about your mental health is not a sign of weakness. It's proof that you're strong because you want to take care of yourself. Thank you for watching until the end. May you all be healthy, both physical and mentally. See you soon, and don't forget, we all deserve to be happy. Bye.